everyone, this is Vic back again on another live fragrance. I'm going to review a fragrance from the house of Bourjois de Paris. This fragrance is very dear to me and it's not very easy to find. I think has been discontinued and another unfortunate discontinuation. But still, if you look around, you can find it. This is Masculin 2 or Masculin 2 by Bourjois de Paris. Was released in 1995, and this fragrance is one of the best male fragrance ever released, because I really mean it, because I know this house. I really like their fragrances, but this one is for me one of the best, one of the very best. This fragrance was, as I told you, is an aromatic fougere, and it was released in 1975. Top notes are lemon and bergamot. Heart notes are geranium, estragon, and also base notes are musk, cedar wood, and pepper. Maybe there is more than this on this fragrance. I don't know. Main accords are aromatic, also fresh and spicy, lemony, musky, woody, powdery, rosy, anise, and also warm and spicy. So it means that there is more notes here than those mentioned above. Unfortunately, I don't know who was the perfumer behind. I don't know, but as I guess, is a great perfumer, because Bourjois, as I told you before, always been in a direct collaboration with perfumers from Chanel, and this house launched a lot of fragrances for Chanel in the early 20th century, and the collaboration kept going on with also with François de Machy, Jacques Polch, Henri Robert, also Jacques Rousselier and Eleanor Massenet. So they really use great perfumer, and this fragrance house is very dear to me. Unfortunately, 2015 has been bought by Coty, so it's not the same it used to be. Maybe, I don't know. The future will tell us, but Bourjois is a big name in French perfumery. Also, it's a big name in French makeup and female. So let's go back to this fragrance, Masculin 2 or Masculin 2. This fragrance is fabulous. Really, it's a great fragrance. Is absolutely all we are searching for. It's lemony, peppery, woody, aromatic, and also floral, which is very, very well blended here, because the rose and geranium work perfectly together. The backbone is a lemony fragrance, because the top notes are lemon and bergamot. So that's how they is the backbone. But on the dry down, I get more woodsy notes and rosy notes. They come up on the dry down. This fragrance is on the same ballpark as Yves Saint Laurent Pour Homme, which was released in 1971, and the perfumer was Raymond Chaillon. And even the juice color and even the color of the cap, it's pretty similar to YSL Pour Homme, but it's a little bit different, because YSL Pour Homme is more metallic, is more a little bit edgy, a little bit harsher than this. Here the notes are more bright, more softer, and also the floral notes make it more smoother. So this fragrance to me is on the same stand as YSL Pour Homme, the original YSL Pour Homme, released in 1971. Exactly not the same. I'm not going to tell you this is a clone of YSL Pour Homme, but is still a fragrance which really is on the same ballpark. And we can say that Masculin 2 has been much inspired by YSL Pour Homme. And no doubt about it, because YSL Purhomme was a big hit in the 70s, and really the performer Raymond Chaillon, he really did a great job for YSL. But this one too, I really love to know who was the performer behind. Unfortunately, it's not easy to find because I didn't find on Fragrantica, and I couldn't find on the base notes either. So if one of you knows who was the performer behind Masculine 2, just drop me a comment on the comment section. I'll be glad to know it. So this fragrance, as I mentioned to you, really has a magic sensation, has all vibes of 70s in the bottle, and it's very masculine, but in the same time is not a rough masculine. It's a very creamy, very sophisticated masculine fragrance, and I also detect a hint of leather. I might be wrong, but on my nose, on the dry down, I get a leather, which is not, of course, mentioned here, but I do get leather. So this is what I get. What else I can tell you about this fragrance? This fragrance, it's very tough to find nowadays because I think has been discontinued because I checked on the website of Bourjois and they don't make it anymore. I think it's a wrong decision, of course. They have to make it once again, this fragrance, back on their shelves because this is a classic among the classics. And before that, Bourjois launched Bourjois Masculin. That was launched in 1970, and unfortunately, that one too has been discontinued by the House of Bourgeois. And I don't understand why they do that because really those fragrances deserve to be on the shelves because they're part of their heritage, and it's a kind of pity that those fragrances are now discontinued. So as I told you, there is herbal notes, and the herbal notes, it's tarragon. Tarragon also play a lot in this fragrance, and really, it's a kind of fragrance that, how can I tell you, you have to experience by yourself. Because if you never experience this fragrance prior to my video, so I cannot give you more detail, but this fragrance have been really deserve to be experienced on your skin, and this is the most important thing, because otherwise, the reviews are great, but the reviews can never replace a real skin test fragrance, because then you really realize that you like or you dislike or whatever you need, because otherwise my words are only words and unfortunately cannot replace a real test by you. So one more thing I wanted to say about the House of Bourgeois. Their first perfume came out in 1924, and the second perfume came out in 1928. So this is a kind of a heck of a time. And I already reviewed Tobacco. I reviewed also Bourgeois Equator, and then I wanted to review this one because this one too deserves really to be again on the among my reviews, because I really like this fragrance, and I think I deserve to be shared, deserve to be introduced to you. And this fragrance is the great fragrance because as I told you, the House of Bourgeois is not a very expensive brand. You can have They were used to sell it for, let's say, 20-25 euro, and nowadays if you find it's more expensive, you can find it around 55 to 60 euro, but they really deserve to be among your collection if you are a fan of the 70s fragrances. Otherwise, no need to buy it. I'm very frank with you, because this fragrance is for vintage lovers. It's not a fragrance that is it's easy to wear. You don't have to problem to wear this, but it's more a kind of fragrance that vintage lover really enjoy wearing this more than others, because I know that I really tested by myself and among my friends in the club, they really enjoy wearing this. So this fragrance, it's a fragrance really please a lot the vintage lovers, the fragrance lovers of the 70s or 80s will really enjoy wearing this fragrance. So one more important thing I want to tell you, because a friend of mine warned me that there are nowadays some masculine too on the web or on the black market, and they are made in India, and they are not at all genuine. They are not at all authentic, and I think they are just a copy. And don't buy it, because those kind of fragrance are very low quality, and they are even dangerous, because you can have some rashes or you can have some problems on your skin. So you have to be very careful. If your seller is selling from India, drop the deal. Don't buy it. This is my personal advice to all of you. So I hope that you're enjoying your summer. As I told you, my vacations to France has been canceled due to those uprising and looting. It's crazy, crazy. It's a crazy world. So I'm going to enjoy my holidays here, and maybe I'm going a little trip to New York. So I will let you know. But anyway, this is my take on Masculine 2 or Masculine 2 by Bourgeois. I hope that you are also enjoying your summer vacations, or whatever you do. Just remember, wear only what you want to wear, and enjoy your time and stay safe and sound. I'll be glad to read your comments, and the comment section is for that. Just participate, and I always reply to you. If you have any question, go for it. And this fragrance, I think my friend Luigi in Italy, he will really, I don't know if he has it in his collection or not, but I think he really also enjoy fragrances from the house of Bourgeois as me. Have a great time, or wishing you all the best. Stay tuned. I'll be back very soon with another fragrance review. Until we talk again, God bless you all. Cheerio.